up, we're live. Let's see what we can do today. Alright, we up. We good. Let's check. Yep, we are up.
Dead Space 9964 is now live. Streaming food and drink. 18 plus. I see the cheese and I see chocolate. 526/1000. Wisebot. Set. Check mark live online on the game.
Set. There. Yep. So happy Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on where you are right now. All is well with you all. Hope everyone's having a great day. Hope everyone's staying calm, cool, and well hydrated. If it is hot where you are. Today we're doing another cooking stream. Today we're going to be doing a... let me say the words correctly. That's the opposite. A chicken, bacon, Alfredo lasagna roll-up for dinner. And then for dessert we are doing a chocolate peanut butter slutty brownie as our dessert. As an item we've been trying to do from time to time. Today we're going to do it. I've found my recipe. It's not the recipe I had before, but it is one similar, so we'll do this one. We'll probably try to find it again. This is the one we will be doing today. So if anyone likes recipes, I will have them up in the Discord. And if you do not have the Discord and have me up on Twitter, I will just DM you that over there. But without further ado, let's get started. Today we're going to be doing dessert first, and then main course second. So let's get that going. I'm going to move that back. And as back as we're going to get. Alright. So let's get going with dessert. So we have cookie dough we need to put down in the pan. Did you spray the pan already, or is it just... Alright.
It's grease. It's always grease.
Okay, just checking. So let's get this going and rolling. Alright, so I have the pan pre-cooked. Let's get this open. Need a simple knife to get the cap off. Get one together. There we go. Can I get a hole? Yes, indeed I did. So we're going to spread this out into the pan that's been well oiled so it doesn't stick. We got regular chocolate cookie dough. You can choose whatever cookie dough you want for this. I'm just going to take blocks of it here and there and spread it all around. There. Alright. Let's lay it down on the bottom. Now I put mine to a little bit more of a room temp. I won't do refrigerator temp because it'll be too soft. You need to make sure it can be easily spread around. Slowly getting out. Enough. Let's check. You want me to just use the rest, or? Yeah, okay. Where do you see any holes? Which?
You can always stuff your crust.
Well, do you see any spots that look a little bit too thin?
On that corner.
This corner right here?
Yep.
So I'll put a little bit more, just make sure the sides are well covered and not too thin. Alright, there's that one. There's that there, and we're going to put a little bit over here. Alright.
Oreos next.
Oreos next, indeed. wipe off my hand of excess cookie dough. Alright. Alright, now we're going to do Oreos. For this recipe, it requires the mega. If not, double will do.
Say 12. I don't know.
12 of them. Alright. Let's see how it feels like once we get to 8.
Elements. Set. Homemade chicken bacon Alfredo lasagna roll UPS and a great chocolate peanut butter slutty skillet brownie. Place savoring food.
Hey, Bug. Happy Tuesday. Hope all is well. I am making the brownie. The great brownie.
I'm so jelly.
I know you're like, oh shit, I'm not there that day. But don't worry, we're not doing the double Oreos. We're doing the Meg, the ultra cream. Alright, so all around. Alright, I've done the full circle. I've got 12. I had 12 already in here. I still got room.
Alright.
So do you want me to put more in, or do you want me to leave room for Reese's?
Well, you're gonna put Reese's on top?
Oh, you want to do them on top, not in the middle? Okay. So we have one layer Oreo, one layer Reese's. Got ya.
Reese's are gonna be on top.
Oh, we got a funky one.
Reject.
No, look at this. You see that has the logo
Yep. Yeah.
reversed?
Missed.
Mm.
Quality control.
Alright, we're at now 14. Oh! We're 2 for 2! 2 for 2, Ma.
Okay.
Alright. Alright, 17. 18. Now I'm going to stop at 19. So we got 19 in here.
Okay.
So there's that.
Now you gotta mix your brownie mix.
Alright.
On top.
Yeah, okay, well first you have to make it.
Right.
So I have the stick of
Melt.
butter.
Melt.
You want me to just...
You have to melt.
Yep. Okay, 1 stick of butter needs to be melted. Gotcha. I put it in the microwave for 30 seconds. And while we are waiting, thank you very much, Posa123. If I said your name wrong, please correct me, but thank you very much for the follow. Hope all is well with you. Hope you're having a fun and any day. Welcome to Headspace Group. We can have some stellar moments, awesome times, and great memories. Hopefully you're doing well wherever you may be right now. But let's continue the program. So we've now got the Oreos assembled. We're now going to make the brownie batter to put on top of it.
And you're just stirring the sugar.
Alright, that's soft enough.
Okay.
So let's do so I need to do sugar. So we have our measurements of 1 cup of sugar here. I'll put that in.
You're gonna mix it one more time to dissolve the sugar. I don't think you need to, do you?
I'll put it in for another like 10 seconds. I don't need to do the same amount for the butter. I'll do 10 for it.
Okay.
I read it. I was like, I was confused from that fact. I'm like, maybe we'll do 10. But sugar does not take long to dissolve in liquids. There's that. Anything you want to add to the brownie or no?
What to do?
Don't want to cut off the Reese's, put them in the center of it. Oh.
Well, it's going on top
Alright.
with the ice cream.
Okay. Alright, so there we butter's now fully melted and sugar is somewhat dissolved, but it'll instantly be dissolved.
Okay. Stir in cocoa, salt, baking powder, and vanilla.
Okay.
Cocoa,
Salt.
baking powder.
Well, if the salt wants to come out.
Just measure. It's room right
I know, I want to use that for mixing, but
there. Okay.
It's not gonna reach inside the corner.
Okay.
There's that. Cocoa. Baking soda.
Powder.
Yep, baking soda powder. Is it,
And
oh wait, no, it is baking powder. I thought it was baking soda.
Vanilla.
I always find that weird. I know that two different aspects in baking. It's always really confusing for people. Really, they don't see the box itself. All right. Then vanilla.
Then whisk in the egg.
Well, I first want to make sure this is all combined first. Then I'll add.
Whisk in the egg.
Alright, there we go. It is now well combined. Now we'll add our eggs in. So we have 2 eggs. I'm going to put this close to me while we're doing this project. Part of the project.
Egg yolks.
Do I need the cutting board for anything? Or
No.
no?
Let's just have it be out.
Okay.
Have it.
Have it? Fair. Alright. Egg number 1. No shells. Yes. Like how we have the Hulk eggs for today.
Local.
Local eggs, yes.
Gina makes eggs.
Alright, there's number 2. So we're going to stir this in, then we're stirring in the flour.
Fold.
Folding in? Oh, okay.
Fold in flour until combined. What? This is funny.
Alright, let me just make sure this is all well stirred. I want to add a bonus item.
Okay.
Or items.
Yes.
I was going to say, while you read that part, I was just going to say vanilla, which I find weird to put on brownie batter.
There's vanilla's in there. You put vanilla.
Oh, then yes, it is cinnamon then. Felt like there was just not enough. So then there's a sprinkle of cinnamon. This is not needed, not required. This is something I like to add to brownies. Alright. There's that. And since we're folding in the flour, why don't you put the whisk away? Put out the spoon. Put in the flour. And now fold it by going up and over. Up and over. And just repeating the process until it is well combined. Alright, come on. Almost to the finish of folding in. Alright. Still there. check every little bit of flour. Make sure it's well folded in. Alright. There we go. Now we're going to put this on top of our cookie and Oreo mix that we already have in. So and spraying it around, make sure it gets fully covering the Oreos. Alright. Let's make sure we get all that brownie batter in there. I want to make sure it's all evenly spread across. I need a little bit more in this corner. So we're going to fully scrape the sides. Alright, there we go, there we go. Turning. Alright. Here's all the brownie batter. It's now time to add the Reese's. What am I going to do? Bake it off first then?
Yes.
Or do you want me to do like a par cook?
Well, it's got to cook for 20.
Yep, so what am I going to do? 15 and then?
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Alright, so let's do 15. So I'm going to put this in the oven for 350 for 15 minutes. I'm going to take it out, put the Reese's on top, and then finish it off. So this is what it looks like right now. I'll be right back when it's done. So here's done. Yep. Long one. And to clear first. There we go. So while that's going, I'm going to quickly wash my hands because there's still a little bit of chocolate on it before we commence the next project. Washing the hands, soaping Alright, now that that project is done, let us move to the next one, which is our roll-ups. Alright, Lovely, which mom has already cooked the noodles for us, so we don't need to worry about that.
You make your sauce.
Yep. And for that, I want to get the chicken shredded up so we can have it all ready in that corner. So I'm going to, we have our rotisserie chicken that we have already gone. I'm just going to shred up a little bit more. I've taken out the parts I wanted. So you can use claws, I'm just going to use hands. Let's see how this goes. I don't want them too small, but I don't want them too big.
Because you only need 2 cups.
So let's go for this, if not a little bit bigger. So, just now playing the pull apart the chicken game. Now you could use just chicken breasts and just cook it, cut it up, and shred it that way. This is a more quicker and more a little less time consuming. Alright. Thank you.
Do you fear people?
I think they're all just spectating and watching and doing all the usual.
So you only need half.
Yes, since that's an 8-ounce container, I only need half. Yep. Alright. Just got a few more pieces to go. That. Getting to the finish line of shredding chicken. That. These are the last two in here. Oh. Get all the big pieces all into a corner so I know what I'm still dealing with. For this, well, we got chicken that's been seasoned, so let's do unsalted. Yeah.
Half a stick? Is that gonna be enough? Or do you-
Yes, that'll be enough. This is the late game of chicken.
Uncle Bugaboo.
Yes, it does.
LUL.
I know. If only Buggy was here, it'd probably go quicker, and there'd probably be less chicken.
One for him, one for the pot.
Yes. We got one strip for the pot, one strip for me, one strip for the pot, another 3 for me. Da, 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 da.
How many do you do?
For each these, since we had to do 19 for that.
They come in half or quarters, right?
Yeah, if you want, we can come in half.
So 8.
So I'll do 10. Let's go for the number we were going to do for Oreos and do that for the Reese's. That. Look at all that shredded chicken. Oh no, there's not another piece. Trying to verify it's all shredded and turn around. Nope. For sure that I'm thinking this will be probably more than 2 cups.
That's what I'm saying.
They're gonna be well filled.
You only need to do 2 cups.
So what do we do? Put the rest in the corner?
Put the rest in the corner.
Or the rest in the bag?
The rest will get away. Magic of the containers.
Hmm. Ooh. That was close. Excuse me.
Alright.
I know, it's not your favorite thing to do. I know. Chicken.
This is dead.
Hmm. That's tomorrow, so you're good. Just gotta have one night with it.
No, today was trash day.
Oh, I thought I said Wednesday.
No, Tuesdays.
Real shit. Put it in the corner, don't look at it until the day arrives. Alright, so that's all the chicken.
So I don't think that's more than 2 cups.
It's 3 cups. We got enough. We got enough for the
Measure
top.
it out. There's 2 cups.
Alright. For a new liquid measuring cup? Okay.
What do you want? Do you want a regular?
This will be a lot. This will be double it, so that's gonna be equal 4 cups. That's liquid, not dry.
So you want a dry cup?
We can do this, but I'm just saying if one
so
cup.
if you do 1 cup is 2, right?
Yeah, so we have 2 cups right there.
So the rest is mine.
And I want double.
Now let's go move out,
Well, remember, we gotta put some on top.
right?
So,
Alright, the rest is mine. Alright, the rest is mine.
there. This is all yours. This is mine.
Thank you.
I'd say you have half to bug, but we can't
Send
do
it.
that deal.
In through the TV,
Yeah, send it through the teleporter, but it's broken still.
right?
Haven't found the repairman to
Not
fix
there
it.
yet. Alright. That's that part.
Alright. Time.
No, that's my eggshells.
Oh, you hear me? I'm like, there you go,
Yeah.
cheese. Bonus item, hello.
What is that? I'm in basil.
Alright. I put everything near the pan, so I don't be making multiple trips. Am I using this Parmesan, or do you want me to dry for the mixing of the
Good
sauce?
choice. What would you prefer?
Let's follow the rules.
Which is
Dry.
dry,
Powder.
dense, cheese.
Alright. You go over to the pan. Drop it down. Clear view.
Cheese.
Thank you. Alright.
You need the cream cheese, don't you?
I'm gonna need the cream cheese and I'm gonna need the cream. Da, 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 da. Alright, for the sauce, just want to make sure I have every measurements. Alright. Yep, 2 cups, so where's your other measuring cup?
Hold on. How many ounces? I think it is 16.
I do measurements right here. That is liquid. So for 2 cups is 16. This is a pint. Is one. Yep. So it's basically just that.
Yep.
Just to verify with like a pint and a half.
That's 16. And then half of that.
Alright, so let's get working on our sauce. So I turn this to medium high. Get our butter in there, it's been softened. We got half a stick. Try to put that in there. While that's going, do that. Half a stick of cream cheese, which is 4 ounces out of 8. So really,
I'm gonna peek.
you want to peek at it first before we unleash? Alright, I'm just gonna back up a little bit so I can remove the oven to see how the snuddy brownie be doing. You can definitely tell where his Oreos are.
Alright, so it has to be toothpick center.
Toothpick center, yes.
Alright, still gooey in the middle, but you're short 5
5 minutes. Yeah.
So you want to put the Reese's on top of that now?
Yes, please.
As
So
a,
then they can.
as a
go to-
whole?
I think you have them in half.
I didn't get them in halves. They were melting.
Oh, okay, so yeah, we're getting the holes then. What you're saying is they're melting. So that's what we have right now. Right now, Motor's Mom's gonna pull the mad science of safely removing it. Do you want? Would you like another handle, or
Yeah.
you might need to bring it over?
I might bring it over then. I need to.
I'm gonna turn this off so we don't have any other things to worry about.
Come with me.
Making this as safe as possible for a transit. Alright. Alright.
Top in the middle.
So yep. And there, then
That's neat.
alright. That'll be enough. We got other stuff we're adding to it.
Alright, so going back in.
Yep, I'll put it back in for another 5 now that we've got the resheath in it. What, is it too big now?
No, my back. Oh,
Oh, back. Okay. I'm
back.
gonna,
There we go. In you go.
that's in. I'm gonna put the timer on. The last 5. Alright, let's get this going now. So now that the butter is just about, yep, that is fully melted. We're gonna add in our heavy cream. We're gonna give this a good shake. Sorry about that. Back up here. Alright, we're just gonna dip it all in. Alright. That's all in. Don't need this anymore. So we're gonna put this up a little bit more higher so we can get the cream cheese to start melting a little bit longer. Alright. Alright, I'm just trying to wait for the cream cheese melt and then we'll add our dry Parmesan. While this is doing, I'm going to add in our garlic.
Looking for
Tablespoon.
Uncle Bucket.
Thank you.
Sorry, something just came up. We'll try to be back before you end.
Alright.
Hopes it's as tasty as it sounds.
No problem, bud. IRL first. If all goes well. If not, you will see the pics later. Alright. Garlic. So we have 1.5 tablespoons of garlic. Then I'm going to do a 1/2 tablespoon of onion powder. If it wants to come out,
so humidity.
and that's boiling, so I'm going to lower this down. And my good friend, you have a plastic whisk? Alright. Now I need to start stirring this. Start whisking it. Is that the next thing I need to give?
Maybe.
Next thing, plastic bricks. Got, yep. And I'll be very gentle right now. So right now we're on medium heat, just to make sure that we don't do anything bad with the cream.
No curdling.
No curdling, no overboiling, no scalding. Alright, so now we've calmed it down a bit, and the cream cheese is almost well combined with it. This onion powder does not want to get off the bottom. There we go.
Humidity.
Pretty much. Humidity is the problem. Alright. There's half a tablespoon. And we're going to do a little sprinkle of garlic powder. Don't want to do too much to have that going. Right, I need to push it back a little bit again. See the timer floats over. Alright,
They sunk in.
that is the plan, and they are still intact. But they have now become one.
So, you think we're done?
You want to toothpick it just to be on the safe side? I don't have
What you guys?
my leg.
Wait. Oh, where to check? I guess in here.
No, we're good. We'll let it rest. So brownies are done after the ultra slutty brownie is done after 20 minutes. Even with 5 minutes.
Out. Alright, what
5 minutes
is
out.
your temp for chicken?
Before I first need to make sure this is all mixed in, then we got to put a little bit on the bottom of that pan.
Wait, but you're making what?
350. That's why I chose. That's why I agreed to these two recipes.
No, good.
I made sure we didn't need to fit it with the temperature of the oven.
Excellent.
So we don't have one that's like 400, one that's 300. All of them are both 350. Alright, that's well mixed. Alright, we're gonna need a flat one. Alright. So now we got that checked. That's good. I'm gonna add a bonus item now. I find it weird for an Alfredo sauce, there ain't no Italian seasoning. So we're gonna add that in. We're gonna do 2 little shakes of this. And then we're going to do our 1 cup of powdered Parmesan. So I'm doing a 1/2 cup measurements right now, so that means I'm going to need to do 2 1/2 cups to equal 1 cup. 1, 2. Let's give that a good stir in. And now it is greatly thickening due to the Parmesan. and the cream cheese now been well combined in. Now I just want to make sure there ain't no extra blobs of parm here and there. But if you want to verify if it's thickened enough for you, just verify. I do see another. Yep, there it is. There's a little Parmesan cube hiding in the corner. Alright. Now, I would have pepper flakes, but we're not going the spice route today. We're just going to go simple Alfredo. Just want to make sure all is mixed well. All the sides are good. So now we can verify if it's thick or not by just doing a simple run of the finger. It's thick, but not too thick. So
Is it easier for me to bring the dish over to you?
If I move the bacon.
Yes.
Yes. Now I'm going to add a little bit of pepper. Yes, we're all done with the other seasonings. I'm just now adding simple seasonings. Few shakes of pepper and a few shakes of salt. Alright. Now, I know there's a bonus thing here, put that to the other thing, but I want to add it just to this to make
Watch
it.
your spoon.
Is it gonna fully melt? It's only bit.
No, it's sliding in.
I know, it always slides in. But I'm gonna add 1 handful of mozz. Just to give it more of a cheesier flavor. We're still on medium. I'm drop it a little bit down to more medium low. But there we go. Now if I do the check, yep. We're ready to rock and roll. So let's take a little bit before we add our ingredients. I'll put a little bit on the pan so we have something to cook the bottom. So let me raise this up a bit so you can see where I'm going. Maybe bring it a little bit closer now since we're not in the oven anymore for the next project, for the brownie. So we're gonna pour. No, give me a ladle, give me a spoon. I am not trusting myself to tilt. So let's take a little bit of it, spread it around to coat the bottom. Alright. I'm just now just gonna put it to low since we do not need to cook it no more. Roy made the sauce. I'm now just making sure it's evenly spread. So there we go. It's now coated the bottom. So now we're gonna add the next ingredients. We're gonna add 2 cups of chicken, or 4 cups. It's more than 2. Now I want to make sure it's very filling. So we're doing that chicken and our bacon. Yes.
That's a tear.
So we got fresh basil. We're gonna tear this up a bit. Alright, there we go. Almost there to the end. Alright, let's make sure this is well combined. Alright, I might need a little bit of milk. Because I feel like we might not have enough to spread on top.
Milk, or do you want one of the other cream?
Let's do cream. That sounds better. So let's make it not too watered down. Alright. Here I'm just going to add 1/2 cup of heavy whipping cream. That, and I add a little bit more to the bottom of the pan because it was a little bit too thick. But I just want to make sure it wasn't too thin of a sauce. Turn this back up to medium low. And now it's easily able to move around a little bit more. There we go, there we go. So now we're going to take this, we'll bring it over, I'll put it in the roll-ups. So let's get them moving and a grooving. Now that all this is well mixed in, all is well cooked. Yep, sorry about that. Just a little corn that was not fully stirred in. It's still nice and thick. Yep. Alright. Bring you guys over. Bring you all over so we can do the roll-ups. Alright. Alright. So we have our meat mixture, we have our lasagna roll. Lasagna. Noodles. Noodles. Let's have the brownie. Looking so good. But let's get it rolling. Let's get it going. I need a plate or something because I know you don't want me to just roll up on the table.
Well, I think that's why I kept them out.
Okay, that makes sense. I was confused. I'm like, we don't need to dice up anything. Thank you. So let's make our first roll. First one's probably not going to be the all-star. Will be the one to start it going. So you want to get a nice little set of it in the center. There we go. There's our first one. We're going to flip it around. Increase like that. Alright. Put the noodles over here. I'm going to put the pots over so they don't drip the chicken. Alright. Here's the first one. We have 8 noodles, so that's 7 more to go. Actually, nothing was in that bag. That. Put down there. Keep going. And yes, your hands will be very, very saucy. So expect that. So if you have a big cutting board, I'd recommend it. If not, you're ready to clean. Alright. Come on. Stay with me. Fold the top over. Flip it over. And keep going. Alright, on to the next one. Oh, this one got fully all the way to the end. I didn't even have to do a flip around. There's that. So I'm going to use the excess paper towels to make sure they didn't stick to clean my hands off a little. Alright, off to the next noodle. Break down. Topping in the center. Go. Roll it down, leaving a little bit of room. I think we need to get a slightly bigger pan next time.
Pan?
I'm saying, yeah, a little bit bigger of a tray, because...
Oh, well, it said 8 by whatever. That's what I had.
Then why are you saying I should scooch up the front ones?
Maybe.
Scooch, scooch. All right. Now just 2 more to go. Yeah, safe. Alright.
C0 on this crystal. Said. I'm here, I got my plate ready.
Hey, Crystal. Happy Tuesday. Hope all is well with you. Hope you're staying cool. Would you like to know what today's menu is? Hit apostrophe food in the menu and you can see what we got for today.
Stream element.
There we go.
Said. Homemade chicken bacon Alfredo lasagna roll UPS and a great chocolate peanut butter slutty skillet brownie. Face savoring food.
Fast roll up.
C0 on this crystal. Said. I shall suffer to eat this delicious looking food.
I know you're like, oh, this sounds too much, but I will endure. I will go through the suffering. This trial I will overcome.
C0 on this crystal. Said. I has no gallbladder hence the suffer part LOL.
Yes. Alright, there's the last one. Full of chicken and bacon and fresh basil. So now we're going to take our leftover sauce.
We have a cheese on first.
Oh, you want to do sauce first, then
What?
cheese? I thought you were going to do
Doesn't
cheese,
matter.
sauce, cheese.
Whatever.
So where's your dried Parmesan?
Back in the fridge.
Okay, I thought you were going to put it on top.
Fresh or dry? This one?
The fresh, yes. We've already have the dry in the sauce. Let's do the one we don't have in the sauce. Alright, thank you. So we're going to first put on the first layer of cheese, which is going to be Parmesan. So let me put that on. Make sure they all get evenly amount of love. I'm spreading them just on top of them.
Okay.
So we have Parmesan. This one needs a bit more. Excuse me. There we go. Now we're going to take the leftover sauce. We're just going to put a little bit dab on each one. Just try to make sure it gets a nice little dollop. If not, I can always make more. Do I have enough for the last two? And use spatula.
Little one, big one.
Flat one.
Yes.
Yes. So I can get all the sides. If I do that, I should have enough. Maybe a little bit more to go around. Yep, there we go. So I think next time we're gonna need to do a little bit more sauce.
Quarter more.
Yeah,
About a quarter.
I'd say close, yeah, to a quarter with more cream, yeah. Let's put a little bit more on this one. A little bit more on that. I'm just scraping off the spoon. Then whatever's left on the sides, we do a full loop around. We will put on this one. Alright, we got a little bit of sauce on each one. Nice, nice. And we have still sauce on the bottom, so we still got that. So with that in mind, let's move on to the final cheese layering. And a little more Italian seasoning, because yes. So we're going to put mozzarella. I hope all is going well, Crystal. Alright. Now we're just going to put a little bit more Italian just to sprucing up the look. So there you go. You may have this cheese unless you require more cheese on it. No more cheese? Alright. Why? Not enough cheese sauce, not enough cheese, not enough cheese in chicken?
C0 on this crystal. All is going well. Feel it. Thunderstorms are now in it, and so will the RV, but you are doing well.
My thunder. Oh, all goes well. Safe with weather. Hopefully it goes by quickly.
Thunderstorms?
Yep.
You want to try and see that?
Yes, please. Thank you. Yes, swap. Hold the handle, not the bottom. Right, there we go. So here's the not cooked form of it. All nice and well. Would you like to photo it before I take it in to be cooked? Since we already have cooked chicken in here, we're just trying to melt the cheese. Alright. So now that that's gone in, we're going to put this in for 10 minutes. And by then the cheese will be nice, cooked, and well, perfect for what we need. So while we're doing that, I would say hop into dessert. That is something I feel like I should hold off for a minute first before diving into. That brownie be looking at me like, hey, what up? Deliciousness right here. Well, it's been sprayed.
Right? But
Yeah, but
there's no breaks in between it.
no. So let's see.
C0 on this crystal. Said,
Show my.
yeah, I wouldn't be able to control myself, especially with chocolate and peanut butter.
It doesn't even end there. We still have some some peanut butter ice cream to add to it. Peanut butter sauce.
Chocolate sauce.
Chocolate sauce. Oh wait, we don't have peanut butter sauce? No. Okay, just chocolate sauce seems for today. Not enough peanut butter it seems. I know, make this peanut butter everywhere. So the question is how to attack this. How should I strategize the cut? The first cut I know is automatically gonna be shit. So should I this way?
Cut it like pizza.
If it was a pizza, I would have taken it out of the pan first.
True.
But I feel like I can't. It's usually the way I do it is.
Flip it over. But you can't.
No, I can't. Because that is still melting.
Yep.
And if I put my hand on it, I'm slapping myself with chocolate. That might be still hot. That's cold. That I'm still feeling heat on. So let me first verify that. Did you go around already?
Mhm.
Okay, never mind. My bad. Yeah, that's lukewarm there. I'm glad. You might burn yourself. I'm not.
Right. I gotta pray for it.
How should I? How big of a piece should I go? Is the
I'd
question.
start small.
Start small. Okay. Let's go in between here.
See if molten lava.
Looks like the Tower of Pisa.
The question is, did you get it off?
Nope, that's not done.
Is it raw?
It's raw in the center.
Is it? Or is that the cookie dough?
That's the cookie dough.
Do I need to cook it longer?
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Take
Take
two
two.
on brownie. All right. I'm going to put this back in. The cookie dough is not done, sadly. So let me go put this back in.
I don't get here in time.
Alright, I feel like this should have been cooked at like 400.
Instead of 350.
Yeah. Well, luckily we saw it before we went it fully in. So we're doing that. So that I'm gonna need to recommend another 5. So we haven't gone for 6. So let's do an extra minute just to be on the safe side. But let's see how it goes. Do. Da, 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 da. Alright. Ooh, that popped. Alright. So we're just gonna wait a few more. It seems when you do this, toothpick is not just brownies, even though the recipe says check the brownie part. I feel like maybe we did a little bit more cookie dough batter, so I think if anyone does this, go very thin on the cookie dough batter. Just cover the bottom and that's it. So let's see how it be after another 5 minutes. We will check by going where we cut into. And if that's still not soft, we'll probably put in for another 2 to 4. I don't think it needs that much more time. But we will see. This is the thing when you do experiments like this. It's trial and error. Trial for today, cook longer. Error, cook short. So let's see how it be in a few more minutes. The rolls will be done in 4. So that's that. Da, 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 da. Just checking the notes. Nothing else. Sure. I'm gonna get a drink. I'll be right back. Enjoy the view of the lovely cabinet behind me. I go grab something. Alright, I'm back. Still got another 3 minutes. We're just playing the weight game now.
C0 on this crystal.
A lot more patience than me. I
Got more
had that
patience
brine
than
by.
me on the
Well, I want to taste it as a
now.
whole. So I get that part if it was just me, but I'm here to see what the full experience is like. And with that, I need to make sure the cookie part is also cooked. I guess I could play the surgery game and remove the top part from the bottom, but I would like to have the whole thing. Because if not, it's going to be another weight game of me taking it off.
C0 on this crystal. Set. Wait cookie.
Yes, it is the ultimate slutty brownie. It is not just a regular chocolate brownie. It is a chocolate chip cookie dough at the bottom, mega Oreos in the middle, brownie batter second, Reese's in the middle. That is why it's called Disty Brownie. There is a lot of chocolate and peanut butter.
C0 on this crystal. Set. Oh, mother of God.
Rest in peace. Shit. I don't see this getting past me. So, yeah, we're right now it's waiting. We got another 50 seconds. We're counting down right now. The roll-ups will be done. We're just gonna let that cool, let the cheese melt on top. Let me just quick peek under the oven and see how it be. I'm gonna give it a few more seconds. I just want to make sure the cheese is fully melted. It's already melting. I just want to make sure it has the nice brown color to it for the lasagna roll-ups. So let's see how this be. But Krista, if you to have the recipes, we will have them up on the Discord, as well as with all the tips and bonus items we've added to it. So let's see how this goes. We got now 20 seconds left till showtime. I'll leave the brownie a bit in the oven just for an extra minute or so, just to be safe. But also to give it a poke just to verify. So let me go get a toothpick and check on them. Alright. Showtime. Gloves first, safety as always. Alright, we have our nice melted chicken, bacon Alfredo lasagna roll-ups. Ta-da! So we have it all melted, does not look too dry. I'm happy about that. So let me go check the other item now. that still needs more time. So I'm going to give that an even longer bit. So I'm going to put that for 2. So this is what we have for our roll-ups. We can give this a try. So let's give that a go. I'll move this over. That's for a different item. So let's give this a go. Would you like to take a photo before I try these? Because we're going to give this a go. I know which mom would like to take a photo before we commence the pulling apart. So yeah, brownie batter still ain't done after the 5.
Really?
Yeah, so I think next time for Tibbet, we go thin on the cookie batter.
Got it.
Mm.
Sorry.
Alright, first one looking good. Crystals is right here. Where you at? And we have enough sauce. We just got to pull under and over. Right, here's the next one.
That's it. 3.
Yeah, I know 3 for now, so that leaves if you serve for 3 people.
C0 on this crystal. Said. Does the gimme hands.
I know. Here you go. Gimme. Yeah. Nope, sorry. It's not going through. I seem to have the wrong error.
Porthole again.
Wrong error.
Porthole problem.
Want to check that or?
I don't know how you're checking it. So.
I'm checking it. Okay, well, we are back. So.
How are you testing?
Well, you know how where we cut?
Yep.
I put a. So. Q-tip.
Toothpick.
Toothpick. Not bad. Or we could just do this and lift up. Nope.
Is it the brownie or is it the cookie?
I think, no, it's both.
Alright.
So, how long should you want to go for now?
I don't know.
Want to crank up the oven for... So that's 4. And how long you want to go for this one?
10.
10 minutes? Alright, everyone. So we're going to taste test this and we'll talk about what we want to do for next cooking stream, it seems. So, this is one of those vids that we get to learn something.
I don't understand. Maybe a different kind of pan.
I think maybe a different pan, maybe thinner on the cookie dough.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit lower.
Pan. Place in 9-inch.
9 inch, and it was I think a little bit bigger than 9, so.
Alright. 10 minutes. Oh. Let me cook.
Well, it looks like it's getting there.
Okay. Well, you can taste that.
Yes, taste that. I'm gonna move that. I'll move it so it can be off camera in case more pieces need to disappear. No? Okay.
I'll let you know in a second.
Well, I don't want to eat everything on vid. I think that's torture for everyone. I just want to try it.
Okay, so try it.
I'm gonna move this.
There you go.
Thank you. You want to take your knife out of the way?
Okay.
There we go. There's that.
That one, that's your camera.
Not that one? Okay, I will do that one.
Take one of those. I didn't give you a fork. So.
I know. You need one as well?
Not yet. Mine's
Alright.
using the camera one.
Alright, let's give this a try. We can see the chicken's nice and melted in the center. Cheese all well ooey gooey on top. We're gonna cut down. so we see it's nice and easy to be in the center. So there we go. We have our. Let's give this a try. Our chicken bacon Alfredo lasagna wrap. Well, it's wrapped up in the lasagna. I say if we add ranch to this, it wouldn't be wrong.
Add ranch?
Yeah.
Is it bland?
No, I'm saying it could work if we added ranch.
Chicken bacon ranch?
Yeah, chicken bacon ranch Alfredo. Just like what they do with the pizzas. Now, little tidbit for these, for when you cook your noodles, make them al dente. No, they're al dente. I'm just saying for when you.
If not, they'll fall apart.
If not, they'll fall apart, and when you get them, they'll rip. Oh. So now we're just playing the weight game. Again. 7 minutes on the clock still. So now we know if we do the brownie. Higher temp, we right now have it at 400. It's been 28 minutes. So we're putting another 10, so it'll be 38 minutes. That's how long it's been in. Hopefully by then it's cooked. I'm hoping it is, because if it's been raised in temp, been in longer than what it should be, all that should equal to is being well on its way to being done. But for the tidbits for when you do this slutty brownie, I think so far is higher temps, less cookie dough, and would a wider pan even help? I think it would be just less cookie dough, because that's the brownie bit's just about done. Alright. Ooh. I'm back. Alright. Let me do a stretching here while we wait.
So what's the next stream?
Well, that is the question. What do you want to do, since we will officially be in August when we do the next one?
I don't know, maybe next year.
Coming Mexican, not without noodles, or we've done sweet potato enchiladas, we've done fajitas. What would be another dish?
Fish tacos?
Tacos?
Did we do fish tacos?
We've done regular tacos, we haven't done fish tacos. So we could do fish tacos with a simple cilantro and lime rice, or a tomato or slaw, yes. Slaw for the tacos. Alright, 4 more minutes. I'm gonna go quickly peek at it, the brownie. I'll be right back. And let's stare at the amazing cabinets. Well, it's puffed out more. So we are on the right track. upside down. Da-da-da-da-da.
Is that one done?
Getting there. It's now rising, so it's showing the cookie dough is now cooking.
So I wonder if it should have been a 375 instead of 3.
Well, right now it's at 400, so it should have enough heat now to get in there and cook the cookie dough. Seeing as only it seems only the brownie batter got the heat from 350. Do-do-do-do-do. Da-da-da-da. Alright, so we got another 2 minutes till showtime. Alright, please, brownie, be done. I think the last time we've ever had a problem like this was... When was the last time we had this type of problem where we had to cook it longer? What would it be? What would it be?
Something we baked.
We baked. I'm thinking the last major problem we had was the gyros. Because those weren't cooked all the way because we didn't flatten them flat enough. We didn't have them in the right temperature. We thought we'd cook them at a lower temp. But what would be an item that we baked that took longer?
Cake.
A cake? When was the last cake we did?
Some kind of dessert.
I know, it's dessert. I think, what was the last major one on vid?
Cheesecake.
I'm having blanks. My brain having an error. Alright, we are in the countdown. I'm praying this will be it. If not, I will give it another 5, and if not, I will cook it off stream and then have the pick on the Discord and Twitter. But let's first see how this goes. Alright. So, we're now at the countdown. Would you like to come over, Woodwitch, and help me and see what we do if Plan B does not fully go into fruition?
Stuff in my face.
Is that good?
It's done.
Would you do it again?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Smells done.
Smells done, but smelling and
Licking.
looking are two different items. hefty.
The brownie is definitely done.
Yes, brownie. So, do you want me to toothpick it or do you want me to? Is that just chocolate or?
Maybe it's the chocolate that's melting because you got the Oreos. That's what it is. I bet you that's what it is. It's your Oreos that are melted.
Well, you want me to do a center poke and?
Yeah.
You got like a chopstick?
Uh-huh.
You already took your photos, right?
Uh-huh.
So murder eating this thing won't ruin it. What are the other ones?
What do you want? This one?
I just need a chopstick. I don't need a special chop. I just wanna.
That's what it is. You're seeing the Oreos.
Alright, well, the brownie's now done. So, we can now tempt again.
Okay.
This is the second take. So, but now we're officially
Cooked.
yes, because the cookie dough was not cooked at all.
Okay.
So, here's now the true final product of the slutty brownie. Alright, so we can put that on one piece. We don't need to put it on the entire.
Oh, I know. It's per serving.
I see the Reese's ice cream. Like, holy shit.
Per serving.
Let's leave it intact. I know it's gonna look bad if we leave it
Per
on.
serving.
Alright, so what plate am I putting this on? I know you want some. First, let me get the piece of. Oh wait, do you want? Let me get the first one because I know that one's gonna be the.
Give him the messy one.
Give it.
No, you got it. He not picky.
There's that. See, that's chocolate.
It's Oreos. It's your.
No, it's chocolate.
I don't know. I'm a loss.
But it's still edible. It's all been cooked to way over the temp. So there you go. So where's the plate you want me to do for viewing? Yeah, another one?
Just get another. Big
Uh,
middle. Middle? On the middle?
well, I can't grab with this.
You want
And
a middle size.
I want a plate. That's just what I want. Alright. Alright, there's that. But yeah, everything should be cooked by now. So let's get that. Let me check. Instructions. Jar straight in the jar, warm it up using a microwave or stove top.
Microwave?
I put it in
You
like.
don't put this.
Not the lid, no. No. All good now? Alright. Alright, thank you very much. So there's the final product. All cooked, I know as well. We did it to the right of temp. Let's give this a go and see how it be. First bite. Extremely chocolatey and very rich. Well, it's got a bit with the Oreo in it. Yeah, it's good. There's tasty. But that is where we're going to end it today. So for next time, higher temp for this, lower on cookie batter. And all will go well. Lasagna went great. I think next time if I do this, I'll probably make more sauce. Without further ado, this is where we're going to end it for today. Next cooking stream will not be next week, but the following week. If not, I'll let you all know the two usual ways. So we have Discord up top, Twitter or X in the middle, but we still call it Twitter. At the very bottom we have TikToks. I'll definitely be posting this food pic there. So that will be it for today. But yeah, that's going to be it for this vid. We're going to rate out someone who's always had a supportive community, always awesome person, always great with the community. So let's go right out to them. But I will catch you all tomorrow. We're probably going to be finishing up Stalker Clear Skies. If we do finish it up early, I do have something in mind. But with that we're going to end it here. So as always, thank you very much for everyone who came in, stopped by, lurked, had me tabbed. For all those who watch this later, it's hot, yes.
Yes, got it.
Watch this later and watch it all the way to the very end. I greatly appreciate it. I'm gonna move over so I don't be in Woolwich Mom's way. But let's go right out. If anyone have to paste the raid command, I greatly appreciate it. If you're not sub, please copy the first one, and if you are sub, please copy the second one. So do. Let's go 8 out. As always, remember, ready. Let's be kind, courteous, respectful. Make this a fun, amazing place as always. I will catch you all in the next stream. But as always, hope you all have a fantastic morning, evening, noon, night, whatever suits you all fancy. Take care. Be well. Catch you all in the next stream. As always, before we get a chance to eat, sleep, or drink, I'm going to go finish up my food. Without further ado, let's go right out. 2Coin Fury. Who's playing? One's human, and I want to play more. I started, I've gone out of the tutorial area, and can't wait to see what happens. Alright. So yeah, I will see you all in the next one, so take care, be well, see you all in the next stream. And thank you very much for everyone who came in. I appreciate you all so very much. You're all awesome. Have a delightful rest of your day. Bye! We on? Okay, what's happening? I'm getting an error. What did it do? Let's try again. Nope. Do I need a refresh or is there a problem right now? Let me refresh stream. Let me do this. Go down to there. Can I please do it? What is happening? You're unable to rate it this time. Please try again at another time. What is happening? I'm gonna give one more shot. If not, I'm gonna need to pick someone else. Twitch being twitchy? Yeah, pretty much. I'm really want to rate this person. There we go. That's what we had to. We just had to do a refresh and error. I just had to restart my stream. But I will see you all later. Crystal, hope your storm goes by quickly. Hopefully you get some chance to game. It all goes well with you. Well, I'll catch you all in the next stream, so take care, be well, and I will see you all in the next one. Have a delightful rest of your day. Laters!